space, I'm sure you all are aware that Ethereum is gaining traction. People are looking into it, trying to figure out what's going on, what is it worth, how does it function, how is it relevant. So today I'm going to be covering a little bit about that. We'll discover Ethereum as a network, what it serves, what its purpose is. But before we look at Ether, let's take a step back into the internet in general. Today, our personal data, financial information, and other assets are located on other people's computers through servers. These servers are owned by people like Facebook, Google, Amazon. This is all really convenient for the end user. Teams of specialists can be deployed to help store and secure our data and remove the cost that comes with the host. But with that convenience comes other things such as vulnerability. Hackers or government agencies can come in unwelcomed, gaining access to your files without knowledge. By getting into a third-party service, they can steal or leak other people's information. I mean, just look at today's world and see what's being leaked out there.
Crazy.
People argue that the original internet was meant to be decentralized, meaning no one person, government, or entity is in charge. And so that brings us to our very next topic, Ethereum. Ethereum aims to be that through the use of blockchain technology as opposed through other organizations' computers and large server farms. As Bitcoin aims to be the disruptor in financial banking, online banking, and disrupt markets such as PayPal, Ethereum has a goal of using blockchain technology to replace internet third parties, those that would store our data, transfer mortgages, as well as track information about our financial resources. Ethereum's main goal is to be the world computer. With Ethereum, servers and large cloud farms are replaced. People in the space call these nodes. From this article on CoinDesk, they go ahead and explain this to you right here. Remember that every node in the network holds a copy of the transaction and smart contract history of the network. In addition to keeping track of the current state, every time a user performs some action, all of the nodes on the network need to come to the agreement to change this. The goal here is for the network of miners and nodes to take responsibility for transferring the shift from state to state rather than some authority such as PayPal or a financial bank. However, the network does need what is called Ether. If you're familiar with Bitcoin, that would be Satoshis, which is the unit of measurement that they use in the Bitcoin if you do not own a full percentage of the Bitcoin. So in Ethereum, Ether is a unique piece of code that can be used to pay for computational resources to fuel its actual network. People think of this or like to consider this the digital oil. Each transaction costs an amount of gas or gwei that's based on the amount of computer power to process that specific transaction. So essentially, they are an open source network that is allowing other people to build their third-party services on there to fuel whatever kind of infrastructure they're looking for, whether it be corporate infrastructure, financial infrastructure, or just plain funding games on the regular app store like you do have on your iPhone. When you think about it from a macro perspective, this is really interesting. So what are these third-party applications that everybody's talking about? These are what's known as ERC20 tokens. These would be considered your third-party applications that can run on the network as well as store on those specific nodes as opposed to a computer that's being ran by Amazon, Facebook, etc. ERC20 tokens are a blockchain-based asset with similar functionality as Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are all sent through Ethereum's user address, which is Etherscan.io. Now remember, to cover each and every single one of these transactions, they need what's called a gas fee. These tokens define as a set of rules that apply to all ERC20 tokens across the board, allowing them to interact seamlessly with one another. As of right now, they can be stored on an Ether wallet or an Ether offline address. These offline addresses are known as hardware wallets. And if you guys want to be able to purchase these ERC20 tokens or third-party services that are building on the Ethereum original network, you are going to need a exchange site. An exchange site that is very popular right now is Uniswap. It provides the exchange rate for you, gives you the predetermined amount that you would be receiving. All you got to do is click in there, enter the amount of Ethereum that you want, exchange that amount of Ethereum for an ERC20 token, and the funds will be transferred into your MetaMask wallet. All right, guys, cool. So we talked about ERC20 tokens, we talked about Ethereum, we talked about gas fees to use the transactions, its mass adoption among the corporations. I'm going to be dropping a lot of videos in the upcoming weeks, some with price analysis, some with tutorials, and others with plain market news that you should be on the lookout for. If you guys liked this video, if you guys liked what you saw, please give this video a like, share the video, let other people know about this, and until next time, let's keep this conversation going.